Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Vijay. So, which class is this? Which period is it? Hmm?
Ma'am, history.
Keshav, you are a new admission?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you come from which school?
Alma mater.
Okay, fine, good. Why? What made you join humanities? What was that interest or reason?
Ma'am, I want to go in a judiciary field, so that is why I joined humanity.
Oh, you want to go for judiciary? Good morning. Okay, you want to go for judiciary?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice, wise decision. Anushri, good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Anushri, you've come from which school?
Ma'am, Alma Mater.
Acha, both of you are from the same school. That's nice.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yes, what made you take this decision going for humanities?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, my first time is to become a judge, so that is why.
Hmm. Keshav, so I got to know judiciary wants to be a judge. Very good. Nice. Let's find out about Anushri also. Anushri, what about you?
ma'am, in this stream, many courses are there. Ma'am, I want to uh, make a competition like for law, etc.
Okay, so both of you are basically interested in law. That's
Yes,
nice.
ma'am.
Targeting for CLAT or something of that kind, huh? Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So both of you are interested in judiciary field only. Hmm? What makes you so interested in judiciary? Any specific reason?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, I, my, my sister is also in this. That's why I am got interested in those books.
There
That's
is
why
also
I.
in this. Good. Your sister is also in this field only, so that got interest in this field. Acha, let me have Anushri and Keshav. How many judges we have presently in the Supreme Court? Tell me quickly. At present, how many judges in the Indian Supreme Court? Hmm?
Either I don't know.
Acha, never mind. Keshav, any idea? Hmm?
Ma'am, 30 judges.
No, it is not 30. That's an old figure, probably on Google. It's
Ma'am,
34.
27 or 28?
No, beta. Present is 34. That figure that you find 30 on the Google,
Around.
it's little old, it's 34. Beta, why I'm trying to say this is, apart from selecting the subjects which will take you for your aspiration in life, also keep reading regularly about those areas and those fields. Like those who are interested in judiciary, whenever you get a time, just don't feel that, oh, now I've taken these subjects and this is my path to so and so. That is no doubt the foundation, 100%. But when it comes to CLAT and other things, you've got so many questions on general awareness. If you want to go to a good law school like Bangalore and all, so your current affairs and general knowledge should also be very good, children. So target in such a way that whenever you get time, go search, read more about such important cases which became landmarks in Indian judiciary, controversial cases. You'll find a lot of interest also reading them. You'll love to read them. You'll enjoy reading them. And you'll be amazed to see that there are so many typical situations which the Indian judiciary comes up and how it tackles. Find out about the case in history which took the longest years, maximum years to settle down. Find out, read about the case which was settled in the minimum time span. These kind of things, keep searching and you'll find it very interesting also. I'm telling you, you'll have to read it also. It's quite interesting. Okay, right? Keshav, Anushree,
Okay, ma'am.
right?
Ma'am.
This will make your foundation right from class 11th for what you're targeting, as well as you will start loving your area more. You'll get to know more and more things, and you'll really enjoy. Yes, whatever I've decided, I've taken the right path. Your friend Snehal is going to help you out. She's done a bit, 2 days only. The session has started. Today is the third day. Don't worry for humanities. Snehal, tell your friends about this first picture.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Snehal.
the first picture is that of an archaeologist site. The person sitting here is trying to figure out what is the exact position of the artifact that he or she has found. The square that you can see on the left side shows the is helping in finding the horizontal position, like which area is that artifact found in, and then the three poles that you see on the right side that are arranged in a triangle, they show the vertical height, how below the ground or how above the ground is that artifact from, and that's it.
Okay, fine. Did you understand the picture a little better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now Snail will help you in the second picture also. Snail, come on.
The second picture shows us that the archaeologists have found a fossil, but it is buried inside a limestone. So they have to be very patient and with good skills about the matter. They have to break the limestone in such a way that they do not damage the fossil. It will require a skill and patience to break the limestone, and that's it.
This shows you that how much of skill, patience is needed by archaeologists. It's a very skillful job. It's not easy. They have to be very careful. There's a fossil inside. So if they're not careful, then what will happen? While breaking this limestone, the fossil will get damaged. Okay, now she'll tell you this. Yes, Neil, next. Please carry on. Tell them.
This was the skull of a Neanderthal man. This was one of the first skulls to be ever discovered, and the people in the past did not think that this belonged to a man, but they thought that this was of an animal. So anyone who said that this was a man's skull, they were told as it was told as a pathological idiot, or like he was an idiot to think that this was a human skull.
See how archaeologists they face so much of criticism when they come up with their new ideas. Okay, when they come up with their new knowledge, and later gradually it is acknowledged and approved. Okay. Now she'll tell you a little more about these four. Children, we are just having a very quick revision, though I'll be taking up this session again with you. Is it okay, Anushree and Keshav?
Yes, ma'am.
It is
I'll be
absolutely okay,
taking
ma'am.
up again with you these two things that you have missed out 2 periods, but still a little brush up of what we have done. Continue, Snehal, about these skulls, beta.
The first skull was that of an ape. The second was of that of a species called Australopithecus. And then the third one was of that of Homo erectus, which was also known as upright man. They were the first species that started walking on 2 legs, and they started using their hands for different purposes. The fourth skull was that of Homo sapiens, which are also known as the present day human beings. And that's it. I'm done.
Yes, beta. Sorry, I had a call from principal, sir. So she's told you a little bit about these skulls. This is the last one, the latest that we had. Then we started studying about things. Okay. Now all three of you will do this task today. Evolution of the hand, A, B, C. Please read. Your time starts now. Very quickly. Snehal, you tell me about primates. Next was, tell me about hominids and all that very quickly.
Ma'am, primates were the first mammals that were ever found on Earth. The first evidence of mammals that was found. It was found about 36 million years ago, and then it was followed by hominoids, which were found about 24 million years ago. And then after much later, that is 5.6 million years ago, hominids were found, which were a developed version of hominoids. The main difference between hominoids and hominids was that hominoids had a much smaller skull than hominids. The hominoids also were quadrupeds, which was they walked on all fours, but they had flexible forelimbs. The hominids walked on two legs and they used their hands for making tools and using them. And that's it.
Okay. Children, now this task we'll do today. Something interesting about skulls, she's already told you. Let us see how evolution of hand took place. All three of you would be reading, right? Both of you as well. Keshav, Anushri, Snehal, all of you would be going through this. Please say this figure, read out what is written, and then we'll discuss about it. Okay? Read quickly, beta. Did you have your political science class today?
No, ma'am.
Actually,
Ma'am,
there
I
was some
waited for the link.
beta. There is some issue with some network with Surbhi ma'am today. So she's not able to take her classes. She'll not be taking her classes. She's shifted into a new house and there she has some network issues. So today she's not taking her classes. I just got to know, I'm also wondering how her English classes would be managed today. All of a sudden in the morning, some network issue, maybe some wire or something, some problem has occurred.
Ma'am, will they begin from tomorrow then?
Political science.
Yes, ma'am. And that and English literature both.
I think so, beta, because I just saw her message that she'll not be able to take classes today. There are some network issues. Maybe at night something happened, some wire issue or whatever, some problem in her Wi-Fi, it's not working only. So she's not able to take classes. Even
Okay,
she has
ma'am.
English classes today. So it's going to be difficult with so many classes going like this. Nobody can help out when it comes to technology. Chale. Tell me, children, what did you read? What did you see? Start one by one. Who will speak first? Who will speak? Beta, we need to speak out. Right or wrong doesn't make a difference at all. Even if you speak wrong, I'm absolutely okay. But ऐसे तो बहुत बोर हो जाएंगे ना, बात तो करते रहना चाहिए. Only then we'll enjoy teaching, enjoy studying. Until you will not talk to me, how will we enjoy studying? And if you don't enjoy studying, then we will never love our subjects. Chalo, acha, tell me, what did you understand a bit? Who will tell me? Let's start from Keshav. He's in minority in the humanities.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What did you understand a bit?
Ma'am, the topic is the evolution of the hand. The first is A shows the precision grip of the chimpanzee. Ma'am, in this figure, we saw a chimpanzee's hand, which is holding something.
Fine. Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Anushri will add up something.
Yes, ma'am.
Anushri now.
Yes, ma'am.
Anushri.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the evolution of the hand in this topic, ma'am, a prison grip of the chimpanzee shows that when we close our when we close our hand, the grip is known as the grip of chimpanzees. Chimpanzee.
Okay, fine. Let's see what Snehal could observe. Snehal?
Ma'am, from this figure, I could observe that that the first picture shows the precision grip of that of a chimpanzee. It can also be shown that maybe this grip was the first, could be an evolution from something else, like some
Okay,
other grip, like power grip or something was before this, and then this was evolved.
fine. Anything else you observed? Anybody else? Anything observed, or should we start discussing now? Sure. This shows evolution of hand. Like yesterday we did evolution of skull. Now this is showing you the evolution of hand. This is precision grip of chimpanzee. Precision. What does the word precision mean? It means exact, very precise. Okay, children, what does precision mean? Very exact or very precise. Now, if a chimpanzee had to hold something at this stage, the chimpanzee is holding in such a way, जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं मुट्ठी बंद करके hold करना. Supposing even if he has to hold a very small object, very small, you imagine a chimpanzee holding 1 grain of rice, one. तो पहले ऐसे ही hold करना पड़ता था. Finger वाला grip नहीं है बेटा. See this. This is like मुट्ठी बंद करते हैं, that kind of a grip. This is precision grip. Now come to this. This is the power grip of the human hand. Imagine a ball in your fist. The ball cannot fall down. This grip, so much of strength in the grip. This is what we call as power grip. Just look at the keywords. This is precision grip. This is power grip. And this is the precision grip of the hominid, the later mammals. See, this is precision grip. Can you tell me the difference between A and C? Both are precision.
Ma'am, in the first one, the hand is in the form of a fist with all the fingers closed. But in the C1, the forefinger and the thumb are used to hold an object very precisely.
Supposing I give you a needle and I tell you hold this needle in your hand. So how would you do it? In the A wala method or the C wala method?
C1.
C1 na? How will you hold a needle? If I keep a needle on the table and I say chalo तीनों लोग उठाइए इसको. So how will you hold it beta? A style, B style or C style?
C1.
C1. So this is exact precision. बिल्कुल perfect, बिल्कुल precision. Very exact and very specific or very precise. So earlier this was not there. See, this was it. Only fist wala. कुछ भी पकड़ना है मुट्ठी में पकड़िए. Then we had the mutti becoming stronger. This is called power grip. Okay. Power grip probably preceded the precision grip. Power grip came before which grip?
Precision.
Yes.
Precision.
These were the ancestors, chimpanzee, and this is the human hand. Can you see the precision has increased? The exactness or the preciseness has increased. These were the ancestors, chimpanzees. Unka precision bas itna hi tha beta. And humans, see, this is the precision level that we have. Okay, let's do this. Hominids belong to a family known as Hominidae. Okay, hominids. Who are hominids? A very quick review. Snehal, tell who are hominids. From tomorrow, everybody will be.
Ma'am, the last evidence, the last mammals that were found about 5.6 million years ago. They were the evolution of hominoids.
Yes, hominoids. See, we had primates, then we had hominoids, and after hominoids, we had hominids. Okay, Keshav and Anushri? Primates,
Yes, ma'am.
hominoids. Speak out with me. Hominoids and then hominids.
Hominoids,
Okay?
hominids.
Now, these hominoids also came from monkeys only. They evolved from monkeys. But hominoids were different from monkeys. Okay? They were a little different from monkeys. How they were different from monkeys? Their body was larger than the body of the monkeys and they did not have a tail. बेटा ये evolution हो रहा है, evolution हो रहा है that your monkeys are gradually converting into human beings. So what was the first change that happened? The body size increased and the tail disappeared. So first main difference between a hominoid and a monkey. Hominoids evolved from monkeys only. But the first difference we had was that hominoids are different from monkeys. They had which kind of a body compared to monkeys? Larger or smaller?
Larger.
Larger. And
Larger.
did they have a tail? Did they have a tail?
No, ma'am.
No,
Good.
ma'am.
And the second difference which we had from monkeys and hominoids was that there was a longer period of infant development. Okay. Normally what happens is in monkeys, the mother takes care of the infant, the baby for a few days. But now we had a longer period, like now we have 9 months. So here the infant development period was a little longer. So gradually we are moving towards becoming human. If you see, these changes are gradual changes from monkeys towards becoming what? The present day human beings. So सबसे पहले हमारे monkeys थे, apes, chimpanzees, okay, primates. Then we had hominoids. अच्छा जल्दी से बताइए, what are the two ways how hominoids are different from monkeys?
Ma'am,
I
their
just
bodies are larger and they have no tail.
yes, they did not have a tail. And what was the second difference?
Ma'am, they had a longer infant development period.
Yes, the infancy period was longer. Now let's talk about hominids. Hominids belong to a family which is known as Hominidae. All form of human beings are put in this family only. All human beings, Indians, Americans, Chinese, whoever. So what is the family? Please speak out, all three of you.
Hominid.
Hominidae.
Hominids.
Keshav, what is the family?
Ma'am, hominids.
Hominidae. How do you pronounce it?
Okay. Hominidae.
Now, all the hominids had some characteristic features. Let's study about them. Large brain, upright posture, bipedal locomotion, and specialization of the hand. These are the four main features which we had in the hominids. Number one is the brain size, the capacity to think, take decisions increased. The brain size is bigger. Upright posture, matlab, what do you mean by upright posture?
Standing on and walking on two legs.
Yes, standing
And straight
straight.
back.
Bipedal locomotion. Just now she said walking on two legs. What is bipedal locomotion? Earlier, the monkeys and chimpanzees used to walk on four legs, quadrupedal. That locomotion is known as quadrupedal locomotion. Quadra means four and bi means two. So earlier, the apes and the monkeys, they had quadrupedal locomotion. So they used to walk on four legs. Now we have bipedal locomotion. That means walking on how many legs?
2 legs.
2 legs.
And the hand also became specialized. So these are the four main characteristics of hominids: large brain size, upright posture, bipedal locomotion, and specialization of the hand. Now these hominids, they're further subdivided into branches known as genus. This is the bigger one. This is the family. In 9th, if you've done a bit of science, you must have studied. The largest taxonomic group is family. Family ke niche we have genus. Now, in this, we have two main categories, two main genus beta. One is Australopithecus and the second is Homopithecus. Name the two genus of this family, Hominidae.
Australopithecus and Homopithecus.
Yes, everybody. All the human beings are put in one family. The family is Hominidae. This family is again subdivided into two smaller categories which are known as genus. Two main genus are Australopithecus and Homopithecus. Okay, and then genus is divided into many species. So division is like this: the highest level is family, family divides into genus, and genus divides into species. Okay, everybody, tell me which is the highest level of classification, taxonomy? Family. What is it?
Family.
Family. Yes, family is divided into.
Family.
Okay, family is divided into. Family आगे जाके दो categories में बढ़ता है. That is called genus. What is it called?
Genus.
Genus. And then
Genus.
genus into. And genus into.
Two species.
Species. बढ़िया. फिर से बोलिए. The highest level is.
Family.
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 Family. Family into.
Genus.
Genus.
Genus. And genus into. And genus
Species.
into.
Species.
Species. Very good. So human beings का जो family है बेटा, what was the name we had given to that?
Homo.
Human. Yes.
Hominidae.
Hominidae. And what were the
Hominidae.
two genus we had?
Australopithecus and
Yes.
Homolopithecus.
Homopithecus. Very good. And these were further divided into different genus. Okay, now it is Snehal's turn. Snehal, name the family of human beings.
Ma'am, Hominidae.
Hominidae. The family is again divided into two
Genuses.
genus. Okay,
Which
genus. Yes, name.
Australopithecus and Homopithecus.
Yes. And then the genus
And
is
then-
further divided into
Species.
species. Okay, now Keshav's turn. Yes, Keshav. Name the family of human beings.
Ma'am, Hominidae.
Hominidae. Very good.
Yes.
And this family is divided into further
Two genus.
genus.
Australopithecus
Australo.
and
देखो ऐसे याद रखो. Coming from Australia, Australopithecus. बोलिए बेटा.
Australopithecus.
Good. And which was the second one? Second is.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is the second one? Australopithecus and.
Homopithecus.
Good. Australopithecus and Homopithecus. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया. So family is divided into genus and genus is divided into
Species.
species. Is it okay for everybody? I hope this is clear. I'm reading it out again for you. Hominids are further subdivided here. Hominids belong to a family which is known as Hominidae. All human beings are put in this family. What were the four characteristic features? Large brain, upright posture, bipedal locomotion, and specialization of the hand. Hominids are further divided into branches which are known as genus, and the two main genus are Australopithecus and Homopithecus, and they again are divided into several species. Now I told you there are two main genus. Abhi, you also told me one is Australopithecus and the second is Homopithecus. बेटा इन दोनों के बीच में क्या difference है? Australopithecus and Homopithecus ये देख लो. The main difference is related to the brain size, jaws, and teeth. Three things are different in Australopithecus and Homopithecus. That is why हमको ये जो family था Hominidae उसे दो groups में divide करना पड़ गया, दो genus में divide करना पड़ गया, because they were different. They were different in what? Size of the brain, jaws, and the teeth. What three things were different in both the genus?
Brain size.
Jaws.
Jaws and teeth.
In size, jaws, and teeth.
Yes, बढ़िया. Let us find out कि what was different. The former, मतलब जो पहले वाला Australopithecus, this had a smaller brain, heavier jaws, and larger teeth. इसका मतलब जो Homo था, it had a larger brain, smaller jaws, and smaller teeth. ठीक है? Got the difference between Australopithecus and Homopithecus? Tell me,
Yes.
Australopithecus
Yes,
का
ma'am.
brain कैसा था? What was the brain of Australopithecus?
Smaller in
Smaller
size.
in size,
Smaller.
heavier jaws, and large teeth.
Yes, very good. So मतलब in layman language अगर हम याद रखें तो Australopithecus के पास बाकी सब कुछ बड़ा था, सिर्फ दिमाग छोटा था. In simple Hindustani way to remember. Australopithecus के पास सब कुछ बड़ा था, बस क्या छोटा था?
Brain.
Yes, brain छोटा था. And Homo, we are human beings. हमारे पास सबसे बड़ा क्या है? बाकी सब कुछ
Brain.
छोटा है, but what is bigger is brain.
Brain.
So we said, very good. We said the family was Hominidae. Hominidae had to be divided into two groups, Australopithecus and Homopithecus. Reason वही था बेटा कि इनमें ये differences थे. The first one, that is Australopithecus, had a large, smaller brain, but jaws and teeth were larger. And iska bilkul ulta we had in Homo pithecus. All the names virtually given by the scientists to species are derived from Latin and Greek words. Whatever names we are giving to species, beta ye God ne to rakhi nahi hai. Who has given these names? Scientists have given these names. And these names are generally taken from two languages. Which two languages?
Latin and Greek.
Latin and Greek.
Yes, they are taken from Latin and Greek. And who has kept these names?
Scientists.
Scientists. Who has kept this name? Scientists. Chaliye ye dekhte hain. Australopithecus. This name the scientists kept. Why did they keep this name? This comes from a Latin word austral, which means southern, and pithecus, which means ape. Ape is chimpanzee or monkey. So if you break this word Australopithecus, it is made up of two words. One is austral and the other is pithecus. What does the word austral mean?
Southern.
Southern.
Yes. And pithecus means?
Ape.
Ape.
Good. Good. This name was given because the earliest humans still retain many features of an ape. The earliest humans, we still had many characteristics of our ancestors, such as a small brain size. अब बड़ा हो गया बेटा brain size, but the earliest humans थे, उनमें brain size छोटा ही होता था. So we resembled our ancestors that time. In comparison to the Homo, we've already done this. Australopithecus का brain छोटा था compared to the Homo ones. They had large back teeth and limited dexterity of the hands. Dexterity means movability or flexibility. जितना ज़्यादा hands आज move कर पाते, इतना movement नहीं होता था hands में. Hands were not so flexible. Upright walking was also restricted. Okay, as they still spent a lot of time on trees. Most of the time they spent on trees. अब trees पे तो upright चलने से कोई फायदा नहीं ना. They had to walk on 4 feet only. So upright वाला movement बहुत restricted, बहुत ही कम रहता था. They retained characteristics such as long forelimbs, curved hands, and foot bones and mobile ankle joints. Suited to life on trees. All these features suited them to live on which place? Live at which place?
Trees.
Yes. Over
Trees.
time, as stool picking and long distance walking increased, many human characteristics also developed. धीरे धीरे when they started making tools, so उनके जो curved hands थे, वो proper sharp हो गए, precise हो गए बेटा. They started moving from one place to another. So उनका movement भी जो था, they left trees and they started walking on the land. So long distance जब उन्होंने walking करा, then they started walking upright or straight. Let us do this. What does the word austral mean?
Southern.
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 And pithecus means?
Ape.
Ape.
They've given you the characteristics of Australopithecus: small brain size, large back teeth. Hands movement was very limited. Walking was also very restricted. Upright walking was very restricted. मतलब चार पैरों पे तो चलते थे, but दो पैरों पे straight खड़े होके चलना. That is upright walking. Understood the word upright walking? जैसे हम चलते हैं. That is upright walking. Upright walking was very restricted because they used to live where?
On trees.
Trees.
So on trees, upright walking is not needed. Rather, it is not suitable only. They had a lot of characteristics of apes, such as long forelimbs, curved hands, foot bones, and mobile ankle joints. All these things suited them to live where? They live on where? Which place?
Trees.
Life on trees.
Then gradually they did two things. They started making tools, because of which उनके जो hands they curved, they became more precise, and they started walking long distances, because of which upright movement आ गया. कैसा movement आ गया?
Upright movement.
Upright movement.
देखो बेटा, ऑस्ट्रालोपिथिकस के बारे में हमने पढ़ लिया. ब्रेन छोटा था, जॉज बड़े थे, टीथ बड़ा था. एंड व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द वर्ड ऑस्ट्रालोपिथिकस का मीनिंग क्या है? दिस वी हैव अंडरस्टूड. देखो ये इसकी डिस्कवरी कैसे हुई थी. ओके, ऑल्डुआई जॉर्ज. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द पर्सन? रीड दिस नेम.
Aldous George.
George.
17 July 1959. He was the first who discovered the early 20th century by a German butterfly collector. देखो, This was the first discovered. Who collected it? A German butterfly collector. However, Olduvai has come to be identified with Marie Louise Lieke, who worked here for over 40 years. Although it was first discovered by or seen by a German butterfly collector, but whenever we talk about Australopithecus, we relate it to two people, Marie and Louis. Who are the two people?
Mary
Mary
and
and
Louis.
Lieke.
Yes. It was Marie Lieke who directed archaeological excavations at Olduvai. What Louis Lieke wrote about their most remarkable finds. Why बेटा Australopithecus का पूरा पूरा हम लोग contribution इन्हीं दो लोगों को दे देते हैं. Reason is it was Mary who directed the archaeological department कि go यहाँ पे excavation करो, यहाँ पे करो, यहाँ पे मिलेगा, यहाँ पे मिलेगा. And जो भी मिलता था, who used to write about this? Louis Lecoy. What is the name of the person who used to record everything?
Louis Lieke.
Now read this. The morning I woke with a headache and a slight fever. Reluctantly, I agreed to spend the day in a camp. The person is not well. He does not want to go, he or she, but then goes to the camp. With one of us out of commission, it was even more vital for the others to continue the work, for our precarious 7-week season was running out. Now, one of the person of the team is not there, and they were given a time of 7 weeks to do this work or this research. How much time was given to them?
7 weeks.
7 weeks. So they were running short of time. So this person who's writing this paragraph is not wanting to go that day in the morning, but the very thought कि अब time नहीं बचा है and they just have 7 weeks and it is about to run off means वो खत्म होने वाला है. So Mary thinks कि चलो जाना ही पड़ेगा. Though she's not interested in getting up that morning because she had headache and what?
Slight fever.
Slight fever.
So she was not wanting to go and stay in a camp and do excavations and all, but the thought that अब बहुत कम time बचा है, she goes. Okay, see this. So Mary departed for the diggings. What is Mary going for? Digging. You know what is digging now? Why do you think Mary is digging?
To search for artifacts.
Yes, very good. So she's going out with diggings, all the things we needed. And Sally and Toots, she's taken 2 dogs. She had 2 dogs with her. What are the name of the dogs? Sally and
Sally and Totes.
yes. So Mary is going out for digging. She's going with the 2 dogs. Okay, in the Land Rover, this is a Jeep. And I settled back to a restless day off. Now she settled on the Land Rover. That means the vehicle in which she's going, the Jeep in which she's going with her dogs. Sometimes later, perhaps I dozed off, means she almost slept. I heard the Land Rover coming up fast to the camp. I had a momentary vision of Mary stung by one of our hundreds of resident scorpions or bitten by a snake that had slipped past the dogs. Now, what had happened actually? Momentary vision. For a second, what comes is that bit by whom? Scorpions or a snake. She's going to an area with this entire forest. So, what is the thing which is coming there? Probably hundreds of resident scorpions in that area. That means the number of scorpions was very large, and snakes were also there. The Land Rover rattled to a stop, and I heard Mary's voice calling over and over, "I've got him." So, all of a sudden, the Jeep has stopped, and the person who used to keep noting down, Louis, what did he hear? Mary is shouting. What is she shouting? "I've got him, I've got him, I've got him." Still groggy from the headache, I couldn't make her out. "Got what? Are you hurt?" I asked. So the person is not able to understand what she has found. "Him, the man, our man." What does she say? What she has found? The man. Mary said, "The one we've been looking for 23 years. Come quick, I found his teeth." What did she find? Why was she so excited? After 23 years, she found this. Can you see this picture?
Yes, ma'am.